The keto diet, short for the ketogenic diet, has surged in popularity over the past few years, becoming a staple in conversations about weight loss, health improvement, and lifestyle change. The essence of the keto diet lies in its unique approach to nutrition. At its core, the diet is designed to shift the body's metabolism away from carbohydrates and towards fats, a process known as ketosis. This metabolic state occurs when the body, deprived of its usual fuel source, glucose from carbohydrates, begins to burn fat for energy instead. To embark on this journey, one must first understand the foundational principles of the keto diet. Typically, the diet requires a drastic reduction in carbohydrate intake, often limiting it to around 20 to 50 grams per day. In contrast, fat intake is significantly increased, making up about 70 to 80% of daily caloric intake, while protein is kept moderate, constituting about 20-25%. This balance aims to encourage the body to enter ketosis, where it effectively becomes a fat-burning machine. The initial phase of adopting the keto diet can be challenging. Many experience what is colloquially known as the keto flu, a collection of symptoms including fatigue, headaches, irritability, and nausea. These symptoms arise as the body adjusts to the new metabolic state and begins to deplete its glycogen stores. However, for those who persevere, the rewards can be substantial. Many report increased energy levels, improved mental clarity, and a significant reduction in cravings for sugary and high-carb foods. What one can eat on the keto diet is as crucial as what one must avoid. The diet encourages the consumption of healthy fats, such as avocados, olive oil, coconut oil, and nuts, alongside moderate amounts of protein from sources like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. Non-starchy vegetables are also encouraged, as they provide essential nutrients without the high carbohydrate content found in grains, legumes, and many fruits. On the flip side, foods such as bread, pasta, rice, sugary snacks, and even some fruits are strictly off-limits. This restriction can be daunting, especially for those accustomed to a more traditional diet rich in carbohydrates. As I delved deeper into the world of keto, I began to contemplate whether this lifestyle could be a suitable option for me. The allure of rapid weight loss and improved energy levels was enticing, but I also had concerns. I had always considered myself a moderate eater, someone who enjoyed a variety of foods without strict dietary limitations. The thought of eliminating entire food groups seemed overwhelming. Would I miss my beloved pasta dishes? How would I handle social gatherings centered around food? These questions lingered in my mind as I weighed the potential benefits against the challenges. To gain a clearer perspective, I decided to do some research. I read testimonials from individuals who had successfully transitioned to the keto diet. Many shared stories of remarkable transformations, not just in their physical appearance, but in their overall well-being. They spoke of newfound energy, sharper focus, and a sense of control over their cravings. However, I also encountered cautionary tales. Some individuals experienced difficulties in maintaining the diet long-term, feeling deprived, and ultimately reverting to their old eating habits. This dichotomy made me realize that the keto diet, like any lifestyle change, was not a one-size-fits-all solution. One aspect of the keto diet that particularly intrigued me was its potential health benefits beyond weight loss. Research has suggested that ketogenic diets may help manage certain medical conditions, such as epilepsy, type 2 diabetes, and even some neurological disorders. The diet's ability to stabilize blood sugar levels and reduce insulin resistance could be beneficial for those struggling with metabolic syndrome. This possibility sparked my interest, as I had family members who faced such health challenges. Could adopting a keto lifestyle not only improve my own well-being, but also serve as a preventive measure for my loved ones? As I continued to explore the keto diet, I began to experiment with recipes and meal planning. I discovered a wealth of creative options that aligned with the diet's principles. Zucchini noodles became a delightful substitute for traditional pasta, while cauliflower rice offered a satisfying alternative to its grain counterpart. I found joy in experimenting with flavors, creating rich and satisfying dishes that didn't leave me feeling deprived. The act of cooking became a form of self-care, a way to nourish my body while indulging my culinary curiosity. However, I also recognized the social implications of adopting the keto diet. Dining out or attending gatherings could pose challenges, as many menu items are laden with carbohydrates. I began to strategize how to navigate these situations, considering how to communicate my dietary preferences without feeling awkward or isolated. I learned to embrace the idea of being an advocate for my health, understanding that it was okay to prioritize my well-being over fitting in. This mindset shift was empowering, reminding me that my choices were ultimately about self-love and care. As I embarked on my keto journey, I became attuned to how my body responded to this new way of eating. In the initial weeks, I experienced fluctuations in energy levels, but gradually, I noticed a more stable and consistent sense of vitality. The cravings for sugary snacks diminished, replaced by a growing appreciation for the flavors of whole foods. I felt lighter, both physically and mentally, as I embraced the simplicity of nourishing my body with nutrient-dense ingredients. Yet, the journey was not without its hurdles. There were moments of temptation, particularly when faced with the tantalizing aroma of freshly baked bread or the allure of decadent desserts. I learned to navigate these challenges by focusing on my motivations for choosing the keto diet. I reminded myself of the energy I had gained, the clarity of thought I experienced, and the sense of control I felt over my eating habits. Each small victory reinforced my commitment, fueling my determination to stay the course. As weeks turned into months, I began to reflect on the broader implications of my dietary choices. The keto diet had not only transformed my relationship with food, but had also encouraged a deeper understanding of nutrition and its impact on my health. I became more mindful of my eating habits, recognizing the importance of balance and moderation. While I embraced the principles of keto, I also acknowledged that flexibility was essential for long-term sustainability. I learned to listen to my body, adjusting my approach as needed, rather than adhering to a rigid set of rules. In the end, the decision to adopt the keto diet was a personal one, shaped by my unique circumstances, preferences, and goals. It became clear that while the keto diet offered a promising pathway to improved health and wellness, it was crucial to approach it with an open mind and a willingness to adapt. Each individual's journey is distinct, and what works for one may not work for another. Ultimately, the most important aspect of any diet or lifestyle change is finding a sustainable balance that fosters both physical and mental well-being.